What's good, man? um, we'll get right into it, man. I know I haven't posted for y'all every day this week so far. I know Monday was the holiday, so that threw me off for sure. And then yesterday, I was just being lazy. I'm being real. Sometimes I get like that, and that's a fact. But topics today. Talk about. I'm gonna just talk about two things today. One from football, one for basketball. Today, I'm talking about the Pascal Siakam trade, and then for football, I'm gonna talk about divisional round playoff games or whatever, and my predictions going into next week as well, upsets, whatever. So I'm gonna start with the Siakam trade. I haven't even looked into the full details because I was expecting this because I knew the Mavs. Mavs don't ever go trade for anybody. Like them trading for Kyrie was very out of the realm when seeing a guy like Brunson take off. It's kind of iffy, but yeah, Siakam got out of Portland. Yeah, I saw the word power forward. He got out of Toronto, man. And before I even I'm gonna say the trade details first. So this is from Woj. So Woj is somebody I might aspire to be like one day. I don't know. I want to be an analyst, so it don't matter. But so Woj said the Pacers are finalizing a trade to acquire Siakam in a deal that will send Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks to Toronto. New Orleans will be a third team in the deal, sending Kira Lewis to the Raptors. Wow. So the Raptors are looking like they have pieces. And if coach was talking about how they're going to start building around Scotty Barnes, and that came to fruition because it is now Scotty's team, along with Emmanuel Quickly. What is their line? Let me try to get their lineup. So it'd be Quick, maybe Schroeder, Siakam. Yeah, Siakam. I think their starting line is going to be Quickly, Bruce Brown at the 2, RJ at the 3, Scotty at the 4, and then the 5 is going to be when Jakob is healthy, because he's a defensive anchor guy who's been underrated for years and years, going back to he's played for the Raptors before, but even his Spurs days. So yeah, that team they got Jordan Nwora too, who's a big guard, can shoot the ball, facilitate a little bit. You know what Bruce Brown gives you. I know he signed with the Pacers, looking to fulfill a role, and then he gets traded. But Bruce Brown is a plug-and-play guy regardless. He's going to knock down threes. He's going to play defense, and he's going to rebound, and that's what you need out of a wing in today's league. So that's a good pickup. I think who wins the trade? I don't know, because now you look at the Pacers lineup, which is when you have your point guard Tyrese Halliburton, who's your star. Shooting guard is going to be Buddy. Small forward Nesmith, who's actually been impressing this year, so don't sleep on him. Power forward Pascal. 5 Turner. Off the bench, you got Nemhard. Does Obi Toppin come off the bench? I think Obi Toppin might get moved to the bench, or start him at the 3 and make him a real wing. But I don't know. Obi Toppin, he's gonna be like this. He's gonna be the 6th man, I think, unless they make him the 3 and Siakam the 4. But either way, both teams, including did the Pelicans get anything? Let me confirm before I just start yapping and talking to y'all. Oh, that's a separate trade, I guess. But yeah. I remember talking about. Oh, I don't. I remember I watched Jeff Teague's podcast a lot because those guys inspire me a lot because they talk sports, but they talk about life too. So I watch them every day, like literally every day. Those guys inspire me, man, to keep pushing every day, keep grinding until this junk goes big, which I believe it will if I continue to be consistent. So yeah, man. But they were talking about how, cause they're from Indianapolis, so Pacers. So they were talking about how the Pacers were OG or Pascal Siakam away. This was couple months ago, and to see that came through, I want to see what their next episode they gonna talk about it. But I think that's a good trade for both teams. Pacers get Siakam, that second star. He gonna thrive. And then the Raptors, they got a whole bunch of pieces there. If they get it together, piece it together, they can be solid. Because Scotty Barnes is having a career year, and I think his numbers are only going to go up now that he's going to be the number one option. Same with Quickly, because he was off the bench, but now that he's starting, his numbers are going to go up as well on some Tyrese Maxey type because they really play alike. But yeah, man, I don't think anything else has happened, but I knew that was coming. I knew Siakam was going to get traded, and now Scotty Barnes' team over there in Toronto. I saw they were playing good against whomever they were playing against. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, man, that's a solid trade. 3 first-round picks is still crazy to me. I'm sorry for Siakam. I saw DeJounte Murray. His asking price is 2 first-rounders and maybe a player. So to see that trade go through, that's a lot to give up. You give up some pieces that are part of your core, like Nwora and Bruce, but you get Siakam, who's a top 5 power forward when healthy and playing, and actually playing and not having any outside aspects affecting his game. So I think both teams get good because Scotty Barnes is going to be a top 5 power forward too, in my opinion, and that's a fact because he's continuing to be more confident in his shot making ability because there was a point where they were not even guarding him on a 3, but now he's pulling up and knocking him down, so that's good to see. So yeah, man, that's a solid trade, man. I want to see how Scotty. I think Scotty could be an all-star this year, but they're doing him dirty if they don't give him the nod over somebody off the fan voting. Obviously, he's not going to be there, but coaches, he's going to be there, I think. And I want to talk briefly. Rest in peace to the Warriors assistant coach. I don't even want to mess up his name, but yeah, man, he passed of a heart attack. And a lot of people were being rude and disrespectful over there. Like, who is this? It don't matter. He's contributed to winning in this franchise. He's contributed to winning in this franchise. And I don't care what you say. To be on the coaching staff of Golden State for all that time. I'm trying to get the specific time frame. But he played pro ball. He was coaching. So he won a chip with Golden State in 22. So to see a coach and he's 46, that's a young age to pass away, man. Prayers up to his family, friends, the organization, because it's not easy losing someone who's played a big part in your success as of late. And yeah, man, just prayers to his family, prayers to the organization, prayers to the players who had a relationship with him, guys who might have trained with him a lot, looked to him for advice because he was a pro. So yeah, man, it's a hard time right now for the Warriors franchise, and I know they haven't been winning the most, but that means nothing now because I know they're gonna come back and play for him. So that's just the beauty of not even the beauty and the down part of life, man, is that you lose people. You got to move on. But this is a tough loss for the organization. And yeah. Now, after that, I want to talk about football. And so I remember the other day I posted saying Chiefs are going back to back Super Bowl. I don't know if I'm standing on that. It's either them or the Bills. I'm a big Josh Allen's my favorite quarterback. So I'm gonna just talk about the games that occurred, the upsets for sure. So the Texans got rid of them boys. In the Browns, man. They got rid of them. C.J. Stroud, great game. Rookie, playing like a vet. Real talk. Outplayed the vet in Joe Flacco. I know they were talking about some calls, but, man, y'all lost by 30. Y'all lost by 29. Y'all lost by 31 points. There's nothing you can really complain about. And, yeah, they're advancing. They're going to play the Ravens. That's going to be a very interesting game. My prediction, Ravens are going to win that game. I didn't even have a prediction because I thought this game was going to be more even, but it wasn't. Chiefs got the dubs over the Dolphins as I predicted. That boy Tua has never felt cold in his life, so that was something different for him. And y'all can't. People are downplaying him. I don't think you can do that because he's still an elite QB. Regardless. Packers got rid of them boys. Now that was surprising. Packers are looking scary, and I saw Christian Watson wasn't even involved. Aaron Jones started to cook. 3 touchdowns. He just loves playing the Packers. I saw in the games that he's played them, he's had like 9 rushing touchdowns, a whole bunch of yards, stuff like that. So them boys, and I saw they still have Mike McCarthy. They aren't gonna hire anyone else. And I saw a comment that was like, that means Bill Belichick said no. And I don't know, man. They just always choking in the playoffs. Hey, real talk though. I was watching Jeff Teagues again. Club 520. Shout out Club 520, man. My boy DJ, Behan and Teague. And DJ said that he always talking trash about Dak, man. Even though he a fan, he said they should put Trey Lance in. And I want to see that battle because Dak has not been showing up in the playoffs as late. Lions beat the Rams. That was a very close game. Lions came out hot first half, put up a solid 21. But in the second half, their only flaw was scoring. They were getting shut down, but their red zone defense was enough to get them to win because they got to stop every time. TDs were the Puka big time TD, 50-yarder. Then Tutu had a TD. Yeah, man, and they had 3 field goals, so that was all they're scoring. But yeah, man, Lions secondary, you gotta lock in for next game versus Tampa Bay, who has Mike Evans, Godwin, Otten, who's good. Baker Mayfield has been cooking as of late, so that's gonna be a good matchup. And speaking of that, no, I'm not gonna talk about that. Bills got rid of the Steelers. That was bound to be a good game. And then Bills go up 7-0 off, I think it was Dawson Knox first TD. And then Pickens extended the ball to get to the first down and fumbled. And Allen and the guys took full advantage of that, and they didn't take their foot off the gas for the rest of the game. Allen had a 52-yard rushing TD, which was actually insane because Allen is a real dual threat gunslinger. If he had an archetype, that's what he would be. But he's a way better he's more focused and composed in the playoffs than regular season because he just be throwing it up regular season, hoping that somebody come down with it. And I'm interested to see how they play without how they played well without Gabe Davis. There was just a lot more tight end involvement. Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox had a TD. Stephon Diggs had about 7 catches. So I'm James Cook is gonna be. I think James Cook is the X factor because he played just like his brother, but he just looked like the younger version because his cuts and his jumps are so much faster and more explosive. But Dalvin still be moving too, so I know he with the Ravens. I want to see how he plays with them. And last but not least, Buccaneers routed the Eagles. I know the Eagles didn't have A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith had about 150 yards. But they couldn't get anything going offensively. Elliott, I know he kicked a field goal, and then Goddard scored a TD. And after that, it was all Tampa Bay. And Baker, great game. He carried the load offensively, in my opinion. He took over the game. He did what he was supposed to do. So, I have some predictions. Per usual. Texans, Ravens. I say Ravens win. We have, not only do they have an elite offense with no Mark Andrews, by the way, the Ravens defense is outstanding. Roquan, your DBs, you got good play in the secondary, on the line, and I think they're gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be like a blowout, but the way the Ravens be doing teams is just like, other than the Steelers, Steelers about the only team that the Ravens can't mess with for some reason. But it's like Tomlin has the Ravens number, and I'm gonna talk about that after this. Packers 49ers. It's either the 49ers route or the Packers, or they route them, cook them, or the Packers win. But if I had to predict 49ers, what my heart wants to go with is the Packers, because they a come up story, man. Jordan Love is elite. I don't care what y'all say. And then Bucks Lions. I'm not gonna give a prediction on that one. That's just like the Texans Browns game. I don't have a winner. I know Lions, we cooked them boys regular season without Montgomery or Gibbs or some defense. So I'll go Lions, because you see what we did to them without some of our best skill players. So I'll go Lions. And then Bills Chiefs. I'm not going. Nope. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna pick one of those two. I said Chiefs going back to back, but in my heart, I'm a Josh Allen, so I'm not gonna choose. And I want to talk about coaching. So, I was talking about Mike Tomlin, who the reporter asked him a question the other day, and he just walked off. But I think I saw a notification, unless it was fake. Yeah, so he shut down talks of leaving, so he's going to be there next year. But the question is, will he sign an extension because he on the last year of that deal? And I don't know. Still looking for Belichick, where he going to go. I know he's going to talk to the Falcons, and that's going to be interesting because when you have him, he can turn the franchise around with his schemes, defensive schemes, all that. His team plays the right style of football, and I will respect him for that, even though I wasn't a Brady fan. I wasn't all that. Oh, Bill Belichick. No, I did not like Brady at all, but gotta respect the greatest at what he did. Well, he still does, because he's still looking to coach. He ain't going nowhere. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all, man. tomorrow, I don't even know what I'm gonna post, but just be ready. I might post a writing about the Siakam trade and give like some insight, but maybe that's maybe. I'm trying to get back into writing about basketball, so that might be. But I'm gonna have to look at college, some good games, but I can't find any sites or YouTube videos that like Matthew loves ball. You're my guy, but he don't be posting that consistent no more. He used to post like highlights that were like 20 minutes, so I could get not stats, but like so I could get insight in the game without having to watch the entire thing. But yeah, that's all I got today, man. Just wanted to talk about that trade. That's a big time trade in the NBA, and then my predictions at NFL playoffs and my thoughts on what happened last week. Some upsets for sure. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all, man. Hope y'all out here staying warm because it's cold here at MSU, under 10. So gonna keep staying warm, man, and continue getting these vids out for y'all, man. Keep the grind going.